the whole thing started when I was 14, and me and a friend were in his backyard, right? And you can call him right now, and I don't have to prep him at all. You can just say, hey, what happened to your backyard? And he'll tell you. So we were out there, and we both saw what we thought to be a UFO, and that right there, like that started my whole like, man, I love aliens, like, you know. And then you start just going down the rabbit hole of the unknown and paranormal and weird science and all this stuff. So ever since then, like 14, in his backyard in Amherst, seeing these 6 lights just kind of go like this, and then you try telling people and they think you're crazy. And like, I know I'm not crazy, I saw something, like, and then after that, it just slowly morphed into everything weird. Like, I just love weird stuff. So I use mobile recorders that really, they pick up, like this one has like a stereo microphone, right? It's like all the way around, surround sound. So when like you're going through a building and you just set the recorder down just to hear the noises of the building. Like, for example, the Lynchburg Museum, the old courthouse. Like, we heard that, right? We heard that. But like the recorder didn't pick it up. But I'm not lying to you, when we heard, it sounded like 100 people in the courtroom downstairs, and there's nobody. So, but we just try to listen. Like when we stayed at a cemetery. We were going to stay the night. We hiked out to an old family cemetery. And there have been some like stories of like lights on the hill or noises from the hill. And this cemetery is my old family cemetery. And we brought the recorder just to, if there's anything, because again, like you can just be hyped up and you're hiking through the woods or whatever, and just kind of get lost in the moment. But I also, the main thing is my night vision infrared camera. Like I always, like, my thing is, as a video person, there should be no excuse for blurry footage. I always love a good story, and I love history, right? So that's the main thing. Like, I love documentaries and just kind of diving deeper into the actual historical part, because the actual like paranormal stuff, yes, that's interesting to me, but it's mainly the history and the legends that have grown from it. But the main thing for me is, when I do it, is I like to go there, I like to talk to the people, but I've got to be able to set up video equipment. I've got to be able to like film and actually tell people the history of a place. Like we did the Lynchburg Museum, right? We went after hours and we stayed for, I can't remember, 4 or 5 hours. Building was completely empty, right? And it used to be the old courthouse there. And so, for example, we set up a camera, kind of rolled the whole time, and we kept hearing noises that sounded like it was like a courtroom proceeding. Like, it was like they were there. Like it was like you heard murmurs of like a crowd and nobody was in the building. But then, like, learning the history of that building is more exciting to me than even the eeriness, because that can be, you know. But that's one, like, you learn the history of it, and another one like Bigfooting. That's really what got me even into paranormal stuff, was that I love Bigfoot. I was putting him in my commercials, like everything about Bigfoot, Sasquatch, everything. And then UFOs, same way, like all my life, UFOs. But then the paranormal stuff, like, it's funny because I really didn't believe in ghosts, right? But I believe there's energy, and I believe that there's some, you know, bad stuff, bad energy when you walk into a place. But for me, I approach it as, like, don't go in too hyped up, right? So you've got to come in like, all right, so every noise you hear is not going to be, it's not a spirit, or it's not Bigfoot roaming the forest, or it's not, you know, an alien. And just setting up video cameras and audio and talking to the people, talking to, like, what are some of the stories that you have of your experience?